Kaynichole After Dark. I am your host, Kaynichole. And if you've missed any past episodes, be sure to tune into 10 o'clock every Wednesday. There should be a YouTube video up. So definitely check them out if you've missed any past episodes. What else? Some updates. Lingerie and Fashion is taking place September 7th. So if you want to see me host in sexy lingerie, then definitely pull up to this event. Hit me up in my DMs. I will send you the link. We want to see you there. Come on. It's going to be fun. Plus, I'm going to be wearing some sexy ass lingerie. Like, it's going to be turned up. Okay? So, I want to see you in my DMs asking for the Lingerie and Fashion September 7th because it's going down. Next, if you haven't, which I'm sure you know, but I'm going to share it with you, to always keep your crown straight, hair and crown oil. It helps with hair growth, okay? This is the number one thing that it does, is help with your hair growing. The second thing that it does is help with moisturization. The next and third thing it does is add shine to your hair. It does other things too, like get rid of dandruff and all that other stuff. But the number 3 things is moisture retention, hair strength, and shine, luster. Okay, so definitely make sure you check it out. You can purchase it on Etsy. It has 3 different scents: citrus and pine, vanilla, and frankincense, and I have an apple, which I'm not crazy about the apple, but a lot of people do purchase it. So, you know, check it out if you're interested. But it is on Etsy, so definitely make sure you check it out. So, Jimmy and Judah says, with the beautiful sun silk skin, girl. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You probably are gone by now, but I appreciate you letting me know that. So I thank you. No wine today. Like I said, I've been running around. So drinking out of my Harry Potter. I got a lot of Harry Potter shit. In case y'all don't know. Got a lot of Harry Potter shit. So I'm going to take my first sip of the night. And we're going to get started because I got a lot to say on this topic. So those that are just tuning in, if you know how Kaynichole After Dark works, I talk. If you have something to say, you can type it in, or you can go live with me and share your thoughts and stuff like that. It gets edited and it goes up on YouTube. Anybody want to check out past episodes, like I said, you can go on the YouTube links and check it out under World of Kaynichole, or you can tap my links in my bio. So, what I wanted to talk about, because I've been talking about feminine energy, submitting to your man, and now lazy in dating, right? Because y'all see my past videos, I've talked about the whole courting process and what courting looks like, because nowadays people aren't courting, okay? People are just dating. And courting, like I said, has a goal in mind. Dating is just, you know, having fun, doing whatever, right? Courting is actually like exclusive. We got something going on. We have a focus in mind to marriage, right? But before you can even get to the courting stage and the dating stage, really, you gotta even like start to build something with somebody. And I find that these days, people aren't trying to build. People are trying to be a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, or they want to enjoy you sexually and then get to know you afterwards or whatever. And I don't understand when we got, like my caption says, so lazy in dating. I'll give you an example, right? Because like I said, I'm out here looking for my king, and you can meet people all different places, right? Like they say, oh, you know, you shouldn't meet a person at the club, right? But if the person is serious, then it doesn't matter where you meet them, okay? If they're going to take you seriously. And there's ways that you can tell a person will take you seriously. But I've noticed those aren't happening much anymore. And I'll give you an example. Like I said, I was at the club, and I was sitting in the parking lot. Just sitting in the parking lot, just trying to unwind after drinking and everything like that. And this guy sees me through my car, windshield or whatever, and he's like looking in and everything like that, and then he comes up to me and I'm like, oh, what does this person want? Because I wasn't really in the mindset to be really social, whatever. So a guy comes up to me, he's like, hey, what's up, you know, what's going on? Like, hi, whatever. And he gives me his number. Okay. Now, that's always the first part of getting to know somebody, is getting their number. But I noticed that once that occurs, that is where the laziness proceeds, because there is no follow through. Okay. If there is, the follow through is what's up, and a text, what's going on, what you're doing. I'll be the first to tell you that if you're looking for something to commence between you and this person, you texting them what up, what you doing, is not the best way to proceed. Unless you're just like, I'm saying this is if you're not looking for anything. Okay. If you're just happy, you know, blowing in the breeze, just, you know, fucking and sucking and doing whatever you're doing, that's fine. But if you're actually like saying, why can't I find find the right person, or do this, do that, it's because people have become very lazy in dating. And I'll say on both sides. Because, like I said, the guy hit me up a couple days later and was like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Now, if you're trying to get to know me, text message is not it. If you're trying to get to know someone, period, text message is not it. If you want to get to know somebody, then you pick up the phone and you talk to them. Or you set up a date. And I realize that people aren't even setting up dates anymore. They're literally just texting you saying, what's up? And hoping that you respond. And I find that to be insane. You passively dating, passively trying to meet people it's not productive. And it's a waste of energy and time. So I'm like I said, I'm open. Like, I'm open to dating. I'm open to see what people are up to. So I'm like, hey, I'm chilling or whatever. And it's a little back and forth conversation and stuff, but nothing deeper than that. And like I said, I'm a person that is looking for my future husband and stuff like that. So you want to make sure that you can have a conversation with this person. You want to be able to, know that there won't be a real lull in the conversation, right? So texting back and forth, no conversation, and then tells me, oh, when are you going to be? Because I was in Philly when I went to this club, and he's like, oh, when are you going to be back in Philly? And I said probably in 2 weeks. Now, me, I'm the person, I like to set dates. Okay, I like to set dates. I like to know what's happening. So I was like, oh, I'm going to be there in 2 weeks or whatever, right? Now, I didn't follow up with him, and he didn't follow up with me. So where did that conversation end up? Nowhere. He hit me up maybe a couple weeks later saying about he's getting ready for his brother's birthday or whatever. But that's where it stopped. And it's like, I don't get it. People are just become super lazy in dating. And I mean, I can't say for certain brackets. I can only say for my bracket that I'm in. But everybody's just like really enjoying the casualness of everything. And if you're looking to build with someone, it can't be that casual. You gotta try to get to know that person, and I don't think anybody's really trying to get to know anybody. They're just, what's your favorite color? Where do you work? But nothing about what are your goals in the future. Do you see yourself owning land you know, at some point in time. Like, no thought-provoking questions, only like, what are you doing? And that WYD, like, you're even too lazy to type out the whole sentence. What are you doing? You're giving abbreviations. And I don't know if that is just what young people are doing now, that we just like text message and abbreviations all day long. But if you're really trying to get to know somebody, you gotta put forth effort. And I see even the females out here being super lazy. Like, you want a guy to cut a check to pay for you to eat, and for what? You can't even bring proper conversation to the table. But I'm supposed to feed your ass? Please. Females and men got it twisted out here. I just don't even understand it. And it's like, when did people get, I mean, I understand, right? We're online now. People are doing a lot of dating online. So they answer at their convenience and everything like that. But once you've moved it from online conversation to the phone, it's supposed to turn into something. It's not supposed to be where you guys are reaching out to each other every once in a while saying, what are you doing? And not even planning on a date. Some people just call, hey, what's up? I was just checking on you, seeing what's up. Well, if you're trying to see what's really up with me, you'll do more than just say, hey, what's up? You know, you're really trying to get to know that person. Dream catching says, lazier daters nowadays. Definitely. And I don't even get it. People aren't even trying to take people out to dates. People are trying to just like, oh, Netflix and chill. Like, that is going back. Like, I understand COVID allowed everybody to stay inside and everything, but now we outside. We are officially outside. Put forth effort in dating. You know, I find girls nowadays not even trying to look that cute for a date. Like, they'll wear makeup, but they are gonna wear a decent, unless they feel that you're worthy. Now, that's what the whole thing is. Like, everybody's being lazy until they feel like that person is worthy of their future retention and stuff like that. And it's like, if you can't give me the proper attention, the proper communication in the beginning, why the hell do I want to wait until you feel that I'm good now, and then you want to be dressed up, you want to be, you know, sexy and everything like that? Hi, Jason. Hope all is well with you. Take a commercial time out to say hi to all that are tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. It's Kaynichole After Dark. I'm your host, of course, Kaynichole. If you've missed any of the past episodes or even the beginning of this episode, you can always catch them on my YouTube. Go to World of Kaynichole and hit the links in my bio for anything that you've missed. So, again, if you haven't, check out my Always Keep Your Crown Straight Crown and Beard Oil. Okay, like I said, it does 3 amazing things: hair strength, moisture retention, and luster. Okay, so that's what this beautiful baby does. So this can last you about a month, like this bottle. So it's definitely worth it. My brother actually gave thank you very much for the badge, Night Angel Exodus Presents. My brother recently gave it to his friend because he's dealing with, you know, men after a certain age, some of them start getting a little bit of balding, right? Well, if it's, you know, natural and due to that, I can help you out. Now, if it's a chemical, you've been fucking with your hair, this is not gonna help. This is for natural. This is all natural, okay? Come from nature, okay? So if you did something crazy shit like burnt the fuck out of your scalp and you're trying to grow your, this is not going to help. You're going to have to go see a doctor, okay? I'm just an herbalist, okay? So you're going to have to go to a real doctor. if you did something crazy with your hair. But if naturally you're losing hair and stuff like that, then this is what you should get. Always keep your crown straight. I was told it's legit. Okay? Not gonna pump it up too much, but you know. So, okay. So back to the topic at hand, lazy and dating. Jason Peep Jerry says, all is good, love. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing fabulous. You know, things can always be better. So, you know, help a sister out, help support, you know, buy a badge, throw a gift, donate $1, you know, help your girl out, excuse me. So again, lazy and dating, right? So like I said, I don't know about y'all and what y'all been seeing out here, but what I have been seeing is that people just want to call. I mean, you want to call. People want to text and say, hey, what's up? Hey, Cons, what's going on? It's been a minute. I hope you were doing well, sir. Never stay sober. Hope all is doing well. Nate Angel Exes presents, my favorite is citrus and pine. Yes, that is the masculine scent for the gentleman, so it's a great scent. So yeah, check it out. It's on Etsy. You can get a sample bottle, or you can get, like I said, the large bottle. This is a 4-ounce bottle, but it can last you a whole month. Like, that's how, like, serious this oil is. So like I said, it helps with hair strength, growth, moisture, luster. Like, it's the only thing I use on my hair. Only thing I use, okay? So, yeah, that's telling. James Ketchen says, our generation going to have the most wrist problems at 70 because of all this texting. That is probably true. And I would probably carpal tunnel like a mother. But, so I realized, yeah, people are not even wanting to have phone conversations. And I don't know if it's because, you know, they've stated that our attention spans have gotten so much shorter with social media and everything like that. But I noticed, like, even trying to have a conversation with someone through text messaging, it's not even a real conversation because you gotta wait so long for the person to even answer. And it's like, this is not how communication is going to be brought. This is how you get to know somebody. It has to be a back and forth, not, you know, hours on end and then you respond later and stuff like that. So people, if you're interested in somebody, be outgoing. Like, in this day and age where we say, you know, oh, YOLO and all this other stuff, and like, take it in, like, life is short. Like, take that into consideration. Like, really, like, if you like that girl and you've been liking her for a minute, then say something. Or the worst you can say is, no, I'm not interested. And then you could at least move on and know that you've been pining over somebody that's really not worth your time because they're not willing to give that back to you. Simple. But people are here wasting time, you know, texting back and forth for a year with a person that they might not even really be cohesive with because they're not really having real conversations. They're not even having real dates. You know, like I said, people want to just Netflix and chill. No, plan a real date. I see people, or not even Netflix and chill. They just want to go out to get some food. Let's go out to eat. That is the extent of the activity, is meeting up at a restaurant, talking or whatever and stuff like that, and then going about your merry way. That is not real dating. That is not dating. That's just hanging out or whatever. But that's not real dating. So I'm just going to say, I implore, okay, everyone to really think about when they're out here wanting to meet, you know, that sexy man or that sexy woman. How are your intentions? How are you going about this? Because Dream Catcher says intentionality helps. If you want to talk more than guys or girls should at least see what time is a good time to talk on the phone. Yeah, you know, to see when they're available and everything like that. Like I said, Dreamcatcher, it's crazy how many people just want to text back and forth, or they'll call and it'll be like, I I guess it's hard for me because, like I said, I'm a person of substance. I want a substance worth conversation. So if you talk to me, hey, so you checked out that show? Well, yeah, okay, the show was good. Unless we're gonna psychoanalyze the show or something like that. But if you're just like, oh yeah, the show, it was good. Yeah, I watched it. So you liking the weather? Yeah, the weather's cool. Like all this superficial bullshit, then you're never going to get to know who they are. And I remember a person having a conversation with me, and I was like, yo, I'm ready to get off the phone. Because if this is the extent of the conversation, you're wasting my time. And they literally, right, they said they wanted to get to know me better, right? They said they wanted to get to know me better. And them getting to know me better consisted of them asking me how I was doing for the day. How was my week? How was my family? How was my dogs? And if I was going to be doing anything the upcoming weekend. So if I don't really know you, right, because we're building, I'm not going to divulge real personal shit. I'm going to say to the weekend, the week is going well, or it's going however. The weekend went good, whatever. How's my family? Fine. How's my dogs? Fine. How's that? Fine. So what in-depth conversation are we really having except me telling you that everything is fine and me returning those questions, because that's usually how people go. They return those same questions and you're saying good and fine, and that's where we leave it. So you can understand the confusion of you saying you want to get to know somebody and those are the questions that you ask. It doesn't make any sense. It's clearly like, okay, any more thought-provoking questions you want to ask me, And I mean, if we need to, bring a list. I mean, I know that people are like, oh my goodness, asking questions and stuff like that, but how are you really going to know somebody unless you ask them thought-provoking questions? And not just about their favorite color, because at the end of the day, the color could possibly change. And it doesn't make much difference. If they have kids, right? A good question would be, how do you plan on, furthering your child's education? Or how important is education to you for your children? Do you see them going to college, or do you see them going to a trade school? Because getting to know that about them is enough, like how they see education. In my family, education is so very important. So if they were like, oh, they can go to college, like if they had options, right? But not say, well, what, college is expensive. So, if they go, they go. If not, they can learn a trade, that's better. Like, you learn something by asking thought-provoking questions. Or if they don't even have any kids, say, do you want to have kids? And if you don't want to have kids, stretch out your body or whatever, do you want to adopt? Like, ask thought-provoking questions. I just don't understand. Dream Catching says the funniest thing be when someone asks you how your day is, and if you get in depth, they say overwhelmed and they say their day was good. That is true. Yeah, it's like, do you really care to hear about what's going on in somebody else's world? And I think, like, also, if you're dating and stuff like that, when I talk about laziness, like, okay, again, this is another thing that I personally think is lazy in dating, right? So, talking to this guy, and he said to me that if I ever need anything to hit him up, right? So, I'm like, if I'm dating you and I have to ask for it, I could do that, but I'm looking for a man that's intuitive and that will pay attention, right? Because you want a person that, well, I would think, because not everybody's the same. Thank you, Jason. That's very sweet of you. Thank you for buying a badge. I really appreciate that. That you would, I'm saying thank you and then I lost my train of thought. Oh gosh. Where was I? Okay, right. Where a person's intuitive and they're listening to what's going on with you. So if I'm saying, oh my goodness, not like, I'm not one of those females. I don't know about other people, but I know that there are certain females that put out there that, oh my goodness, I'm struggling. My bills are like so much money. And I got this $100 phone bill. I got this $200 car note. And they're saying all these numbers because they want you to pay that. And no, we're not suckers out here. We're not paying people's bills. But, we will listen to certain things and say, oh, okay, well, she got kids, whatever. I know that it's rough going school shopping and stuff like that. Let me get her a gift card to Target. Let me get her a gift card to Walmart or whatever and say, here, this is for the school shopping, for whatever case might be. Oh my goodness, you know how hard school shopping is. Thank you, Like, go a little bit above and beyond, Instead of saying, well, you know what? If she needs something, she'll tell me. Like, who wants to always deal with a person that has to ask them for help or ask them for what they need? Sometimes you would just be like, you know what? If you see somebody shivering, you'd be like, oh, let me get you a coat, because you're just paying attention, right? And you're just like, you know what? I see that they're shivering and everything like that. Let me give them a coat. Like, oh my goodness, thank you for noticing, for paying attention. That is what people are looking for in dating. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I ask questions out here, and I know that I'm not the only person that feels that people could be doing a little bit extra out here. Doing a little bit extra, Like, for instance, I saw this girl, right? She was like, she was going on a date or whatever and stuff like that. But she was like, girl, I don't even know that if he's worth my time or anything like that. Do you know? And I understand. Okay, get me wrong. I know that certain people have certain styles and fashion that they do, right? But I'm like, you going on a date. You want to wear those stupid furry slides that you've been walking up and down the house and up and down Jamaica Ave and whatever, and go on a date in those same like funky dusty ass slides that you've been walking around all day in? He don't deserve for you to look cute and maybe put on a pair of heels or some fresh sneakers or something like that. Like, he don't deserve that. He got to see you wearing these dusty ass fur slippers. He don't get more than that. And I don't know. It just boggles my mind how people are just so I would say dismissive, because you don't even know. You don't know if this person is your Prince Charming or not. I had seen, right, on on Instagram recently, and this guy had gone on a date, and he had talked to the girl for like over a couple of weeks, I guess, online and everything like that, and set up a date. And maybe y'all have seen this because it had gone viral for a period of time. And he waited 30 minutes at this restaurant, and she never showed up. She just ghosted him. And everybody was like, oh my goodness, Some people were calling him a sucker and everything like that. And, but I just felt sorry for him, because I was just like, you spent your time, and she didn't have the courtesy. Like, you're so damn lazy that you don't even have the decency and the courtesy to tell this gentleman that you're not going to make it. Like, the hell? Like, it's just the decency. It's just the courtesy. And it's just like, why are you, it's like laziness or just not caring. either way, we need to get it together in 2023, going into 2024. Because I'm starting to see divorces like crazy. And I believe in marriage. That's the goal. That's the goal. You know, nothing else. But let me read these messages here. Night Angel Exodus Presents says, you said it earlier, it's about intentionality. So if they really only want sex, then the effort will truly represent that, because there will be a true lack of interest in the communication process. Night Angel Exodus Presents, laughing my butt off. If I saw size of slippers, then I am out. And Harris C. photographer, I remember that. Yeah, it was really disheartening that, you know, he felt that way. He had brought flowers and everything like that. And you say that, I mean, well, you're in a different age bracket, you know. So like I said, it's about age brackets. But, you know, a female could be just as lazy when it comes to certain things, you know. Because, I mean, yeah, maybe a woman in her older 40s and 50s is not going to wear slippers on a date or whatever, but she might not give you that much conversation. She's just there, you know. She's just kind of just there eating, you know, not even really having much communication with you. And it's just like, did I come here just to feed your gut? Because baby, I could have taken you to the drive-thru for that McDonald's, and we can kept it pushing, okay? Eat off the Happy Meal, okay? Because you don't deserve all this coin for number one, okay? We no Happy Meal your ass, because that's all you need right now. That's all you're worth right now. Because if I can't even get the time of day that I need to have a decent conversation, then drive-through it is. Drive-through it is, one and done. So I'm just saying, we need to be intentional in this dating. And I mean, I understand, you know, we all have things, we like aesthetics, right? Especially, you know, those that are in this modeling world with me and everything like that. We like things that look good. But past that, how they sound? What are they talking about? Now, I know that there's at times where we see a pretty face and then we walk up to them and they sound like they're dumb as rocks. I do know, okay, that we do run into people that are like that, and we're like, no, really? This is what's going on? You couldn't fight your way out of a paper bag? Okay. So, but then you move on, okay? And then you realize that that's not the one, but at least you converse with them. And I feel like we can't even get past the real conversation to know that they can't fight their way out of a paper bag, because it takes some hours to have a fucking conversation. It takes some hours to reply because we're texting. WYA, where you at? Like, hey, cuzzo, how you doing? I know today was Auntie's birthday, I believe, because I had seen all the posts and everything like that. So I do need to call out to the family and say what's up. Haven't been to Maryland in a minute, so need to come visit y'all. So DM me when the next family activity's happening so I can show up. But yeah. So I understand that it is intentions. However, I think that people are open to prospects and then realizing that it's not going anywhere. And sometimes it can be frustrating. And I can understand the battle of like, damn, you know, you're trying to find a good conversationalist, a good relationship. And it's hard because you can't even get past the external nonsense, the superficialness of conversations, right? And so, like everybody has been saying, you know, as part of this live, that be intentional. Know why you're talking to this person, okay? Is it just because you want to have sex with them? Is it because you're just trying to, make it easier for business? Because some people do that too. People try to mix personal shit with business so they can get over and do other things and stuff like that. In the under the auspices, right, of wanting to get to know you and date you and everything like that. Because I know so many, and I'm not trying to put those people on blast, but I know so many models that just keyed their way into a situation that they're dating a photographer just so they can get free photos and everything like that. That they're so lazy into wanting to even pay and stuff like that, that they'll go into a relationship that they don't really want like that because it's benefiting them in a business aspect. And I'm just like, be real about yours. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Let me see. Night Angel Exodus Presents says, yes, I've experienced that. I kicked it to a fine-looking woman before, and then she spoke. Lord have mercy. Like, the ability to communicate is so essential for real. Yeah, it can get crazy out here. How people don't know how to have real conversations and how to really get to know somebody. And I know that sometimes it can be difficult to put yourself out there, in dating. Like, it's difficult as fuck. Hey Polo, how are you doing? Hope all is well with you. I see more people coming through, so let me stop again and say hello to everybody that's coming through. Welcome to Kaynichole After Dark. We're talking about lazy and dating. If you haven't seen any of my past episodes, definitely check them out on YouTube. Post every Wednesday at 10 p.m. And I'm always promoting my hair oil that I make. I'm an herbalist. That's another thing that I do on top of everything else that I do. Check it out. It helps with hair growth, moisturization, and luster. So definitely check it out. It's great. Mwah. This is my baby right here. We doing things. We doing things in the hair. See? You see how healthy my hair is? Yo, don't play with it. Don't play with it at all, baby. Okay? So, I'm sorry. It's 50 years of hip hop, so let me get into my groove and my mood, right? So, but in any case, right? In your intentions, in dating, in getting to know somebody, put forth effort. And if you know that you're not going to put forth the effort, just leave them alone, Stop trying to bother them and text them and everything like that, because your intentions have already been, you're not really that interested. Polo says, I was just in your city, New York today. Oh, okay. So you were at a casting, I presume? I would presume you're at a casting. I hope you did well, Good luck and all. I see you trying to break through, hard body, so I'm proud of you. Keep on doing the damn thing. What time is it? 10:47. So this was more. Okay, great, wonderful. So, this had nothing. I mean, like I said, this episode has no facts. It's all off of experiences and what's happening right now. Didn't do any statistics or anything like that. I'm just purely going off of my experiences and what I'm seeing out here. And I am saying to y'all, put forth effort. If you really see somebody and you want to take her number, call her. Don't text. Oh shit, I thought I was going to drop something. Call her. Don't text. Set up a date within the first week of getting to speak to that person. Don't wait several weeks or anything like that, because you lose momentum. All of that matters. You don't want to lose momentum. So yes, if you call her within that week, you should be calling her at least, if there's a 5-day period, you should at least talk to her 3 times within that 5-day period. Just to set something up so that you can set up a date. Once you set up that date, get to know her on that date. Pick some questions, make up some questions. I have a book right here that it's write a poem, but hey Tony, how are you doing? But it has different things. It says write a poem about perspective. So you could say, what's your perspective in life? Do you believe in giving, or do you believe in receiving? Do you believe, let me put something, hate. How do you feel? Do you feel that hate is just a strong word? Do you hate anybody in life? Have you hated anybody? Humanity. How do you feel about humanity? Do you feel that people are a waste of time and a waste of space? Because if you do, there's some people like, oh, fuck people and everything like that. And if that's their mentality and you're like, oh, I love people, then that's not the person for you. So that now you know. But at least you have questions. At least you know things about that person that you can say already, like, are we going to mesh well, or is this person just going to stay a friend level and we just keep it that, or associate level? But I feel people drag on this associate level because they don't want to do the work to get to know the person. Okay? I have a friend. I'm going to call him a friend for lack of better words, right? But they want to get to know me. But what do they want to get to know? My pussy. That's all they want to get to know, because they keep on talking about it. Oh, you never asked me, the size of my dick. You never asked me, what positions. Who cares about that? Who cares about how you like it? If you want her ass tooted up in the air or swinging from the handlebars, we don't care about that, because you know why? Because we're not there yet. That's a question that we're not even there yet. Get to know me first before you try to see what's in my undercarriage, So I just find that people are just doing shit backwards. Hey, Angel Exodus says, look at you preaching right now. I'm not trying to preach. I am just saying that there is a way of doing things. And if you are going to be out here, then do it properly and stop playing around. Because there's so many people playing around out here. And I, as a relationship person and stuff like that, I would like for there to be less broken hearts in the world. So I want people to have accountability and think about how they're moving in this world. So maybe a person that's watching this live right now is talking to a shorty, and he realizes that he's really not that into her. And you know what? I am wasting her time. I keep on asking her what she's doing and everything like that, and then, nothing really comes of it. Stop calling her. Stop texting her. Let it go. Let it go. So that the next person that can really spend their time with them and have intentions with that person has something to do. Let move over, so a real man can step in, or a real woman, however it goes. CDJ says, since I started wearing high heel boots, I never going back to men's shoes. Okay, well, thank you for sharing. I'm happy for you. If that's how you feel. That's far from the conversation, but if that's how you feel, then you would date somebody, talk to somebody, where you can rock your high heel boots, Thank you for sharing. But, yeah, I just need for people to be mindful and stop playing out here with people's emotions. Because you know why? You wouldn't be doing it if we still had to pay for phone bills. If we still had to pay for text messaging and everything like that, we'd probably be a little bit more mindful about who we're calling and texting. Because I remember, right, if they were important, then you would talk to them during the day, right? But if they weren't, you wait until 9 o'clock till those free minutes come in, and that's when you want to talk to them. Because I would be talking, like, anybody that I was trying to holler at during that time, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. You can get to know me at after 9, when my free minutes, nights and weekends. That's when you can talk to me. And if you're not having real conversation, then oh well. It's fine. It's free airtime. But you're not going to run up my daytime minutes. I know that. No. So I think that when it costs us, we're a little bit more mindful, intentional. Because I know when you had to pay for daytime conversation, you were talking to important people. You were saving the unimportant people for nights and weekends. CDG said, I hope my wife don't find out. If she does, she does. That's something that you got to work on. Night Angel Exodus presents us facts from... Okay, CDJ said, I love wearing her clothes when she's not home. Okay. Okay. So, are you going to eventually tell her, since she's your wife? Because, I mean, this is a relationship conversation. So, I mean, yes, it's off topic. But if you actually are going to go into this, then let's go into it. But if you're just here to distract from the initial conversation, then I'm going to say that please stop sharing, because that has nothing to do with the conversation at hand. So if you want to divulge into that and go on live and let's talk about you wearing your wife's clothing and why you're not opening up and sharing that you want to cross-dress, so I'll wait. I'll give you the floor. Okay. So, lazy in dating. Okay. Again, it's 10:55. So I just want to, again, stress that if you're out here single and dating, or even married and dating, because there's a lot of that going on too, that you're intentional, that you know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and the reason and the proper way to go about it. Like I said, if you have intentions, it's about, again, within that week of getting to know that person, 3 conversations at least within that week. Setting up a date, setting up another date, and following up, and constantly have a conversation that's new and fresh about things that's going on, and again, being attentive to the last things that they told you. And if you do feel inclined to want to be with that person, at least be a helpful person in that way, then they don't have to constantly ask you what they want. You will then, ear hustle and see how you can help, if that's how you want to further the relationship. But this laziness, this not really wanting to put forth any real effort, that shit has to stop. Because it's not going to fly over here. I'm not accepting anything less than full-on conversation, deep thoughts, deep minds. But my time is up. I will see you all next Wednesday. But yeah, don't be lazy in dating. Okay? But I will see you all next Wednesday, 10 o'clock. Whatever you missed, definitely go back and check it out on my Kaynichole After Dark YouTube. What are you going to do about it? I can do a lot. But you don't want to know all about that. Okay? You don't want to know. You don't want to know about that. Okay? I can do a lot. So, definitely check that out. Again, if you haven't, check out my hair oil. It's amazing. Okay? And if you like seeing this and want to see more, definitely tune in to my OnlyFans and check out those links in my bio. Okay? So, thank you for tuning in to Kaynichole After Dark. I am your host, Kaynichole, and I will see you next Wednesday. And, of course, above all, always keep your crown straight. Take care and have a wonderful evening.